Hey guys, and welcome to There's a New Tank Available Somehow, so here's a new video. Today it is July 1st, and that of course means that we have a new Battle Pass, and with that comes the Battle Pass tank, and this is it. This is the Ranger. The camouflage that you get later in the pass is called All Terrain, and honestly, I'm not sure what to make of it. It really reminds me of one of those really stupid hats with the two cans on the side where you can like sip from a straw without like needing to actually lift anything to your mouth or anything. That's sort of what it reminds me of. That, or just like a really bad rain on a horse with a crystal or something like that. I don't know. The camo itself though looks pretty nice, not disputing that, but overall it's a bit special with the way that it sort of like animates and all. That being said though, I really like the tank. I was surprised to just really enjoy this. This tank actually feels too mobile, and it's a slightly modified version of the T21, and as that such, I kind of really want to take out my T21 now and just have a look at it and see if I like it just as much. But this one looks cooler, so I'll give you that, and it is slightly better. The thing though is that what I've noticed is that because it's so mobile, like I said, it's almost too mobile. The turret and the gun don't seem to keep up much with the mobility of the tank, and mainly it's the mobility that also causes like an accuracy nerve, which makes the tank a little bit more difficult to handle. But I really like it. It's great fun. That being said though, basically whatever shoots you will pen you, and as you can see here, I'm pretty much playing like a nub, don't get me wrong. So I am taking more damage than I need to, but this is basically, you have to be aware that if it sneezes on you, it will hurt you. So in this case I'm just going to go in, trying to get a kill in. He misses me with that shot, but then my teammate already kills him. But because I have no patience to actually shoot the ground there as I move, because that's kind of the thing that I've noticed that keeps happening with this tank. Either your shots go in like completely no reason why, or basically it bounces or it misses or all of that, so there is that as well. This is not the best of games, it doesn't really end well, but it was funny mainly because of the way that this gun control and the way that the mobility works and all of that, so I wanted to show it to you anyway. But yeah, I really like it. I like the color. Teal is pretty much my favorite color, teal and grey to be honest, but like grey isn't in here, so I'm going with teal. And yeah, overall I really like it. So I'll go over the stats with you briefly as well. Of course, I've compared it to the T21 because, like I said, it is pretty much a T21 with slight differences as with most Battle Pass tanks, but it is a slightly better version. Like the DPM is 1697 versus 1615 for the T21. The pen is 128 for both. The alpha is 160 for both. The rate of fire is 10.61 for the Ranger, where it is 10.09 for the T21, which means that the reload is 5.66 for the Ranger, where it is 5.95 for the T21. Caliber is 76 for both, the shell velocity is 792 for both, the aim time is 1.82 for both, the dispersion is 0.345 where it is 0.364 for the T21, the gun depression is 10 degrees for both, elevation 25 degrees for both, they both go 60 km per hour forwards, 21 km per hour backwards, both have an engine power of 610, the power to weight ratio is 6.75. Like, all of that is exactly the same. The camera rating, it's light, so basically it's 27 all around. After shooting, it's 7% all around for both tanks. They both have a view range for 250, they both have 900 HP, and they both weigh 22.81 tons. That being said though, it sort of like gets different with the armor, because the turret armor is 30 in front, where it is 29 for the T21. And the funny thing is that it says that the T21 has more armor on the sides and in the rear, but it's 25 for both tanks, so I'm not sure there. The hull armor is 30 in the front, 25 in the side, and 23 in the rear, where it is 29 for the T21. It is 25 on the sides and 22 in the rear, so it's pretty much like exactly the same, but with very slight differences, and it's just very slightly better. Now honestly, this game I really like because my team was just working so well together, and that's also one of the main reasons why I definitely wanted to put this game in, because when you have a game like this, I really love that. When you just work together and it just all works out and the team is just actually playing like a team and all of that. But yeah, overall this tank is just really, really fun to drive, and I was surprised at that. Like, the last couple of battle pass tanks have just been fun. Like, we had the talk. You can never have too many talks in your garage, so that was a good call as well. And now you have this, and it's just so much fun. And I think that's mainly the thing. Like, I'm all into the mobile and the fast tanks, and in this case I feel that the tank, basically the balancing factor in here is really just the mobility itself, because it can just be too mobile. But the thing is that because T21 is exactly like that, I really need to take that out for a spin and just compare the two and all of that. So in this case I'm not being all too careful, but I have an amazing team and I really like that. But yeah, basically the Battle Pass, I mean, it's still the best value that you can get in-game for your money. You still get the most from it. Basically, you have like the different kinds of line systems right now, and you kind of need the one where you get the extra mission. And overall though, the mission system as it is quite nice. In my case, I will always want the next week unlocked as well, because I don't play all that much, and having the luxury of getting everything a week early just lets me play a little bit more at my leisure. And that's mainly one of the reasons why I will always want I think it's the license, I always get confused. But yeah, the one where you also get unlocked the next week and you get the extra mission and all. Like, the new system, it allows you to do things more at your leisure. At the same time, the missions themselves are harder. But I like that you can easily forego playing for a few days without any serious damage to your battle pass potential, basically. But of course, with the pass you still get like the camouflages, you get gold, you get free XP, you get credits, you get the tank, you get the camo for the tank, you get avatars, you get like a whole lot of things. And that's why I repeat this with every battle pass tank, because it's the same. Like, the system is new, but value wise this is still the best thing that you can buy, as long as you can play as well, because it's not something that you just get. You have to actually play to unlock all the levels and all of that. But yeah, if you do want to spend a little bit of money on the game, or you only have a little bit of money to spend, battle passes are generally the thing to go for, because you get the most bang for your buck. And in this case the tank is also really, really good fun. It's very mobile, it has no armor, and that's something you need to keep in mind as well, because pretty much you will get yeeted pretty quickly in this tank if you're getting shot at. So it's kind of important to not be primary target. In this case, I basically just chased around the guy, and just like with the mobility, this is what I mean. Shots that I don't aim at all go in, and the shots that I aim very carefully just miss. I don't know. But that's also RNG for you, and I think it's also part of the new aiming system. And just having fun chasing people around, because you are a very, very mobile tank here. I am getting shot in the meantime, so I am taking damage and all of that, but still, I'm just looking to see what this tank can take, and it's fun to drive it this way. So the thing with this tank though is you have to try not to YOLO too much, because basically, like I said, you can die very easily if you get shot a lot. And in this case, I think actually I'm really proud of this shot. Actually, I was very surprised that it actually went in. There we go. I did try it again afterwards, and then it didn't work anymore with the other tank with the high score. But yeah, that's my own fault. I got a little bit too eager there and didn't actually go for a proper shot. Should have deactivated my auto aim there, because he was moving. But yeah. And the thing is, when I review things, I always have to be careful, because the thing is that at one point I can only give my own opinion, which means that whether the tank works for me or not. And it doesn't mean that the tank that doesn't work for me is not going to work for you. So that kind of like always makes my opinion a little bit biased. But this is tier 6, like you should be able to handle yourself at tier 6 in any tank. And then it's more like about having fun. I can just imagine, like, if you drive 2 of these, it's gonna be very like a Dracula soon. Like, it's not OP, well, the Dracula isn't OP, but it's strong. It's not like the Dracula, but in speed-wise, just driving around very fast and just having great fun and laughing a lot. That's what I imagine with this tank. I also like how the high score says game over at this stage when it dies, because that really fitting as well, because it was the end of the game and I had a good game and all of that. But yeah, basically that is my little review of the Ranger tank. I think it looks nice. I think it drives like great fun. I really need to take out my T21 again and just have a look at that as well. But overall, for a battle boss tank, I think this is really good fun. So basically, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this little review. Hope it helps you in any way make up your mind whether or not you want to get the pass or not. And that's it for now. Hope to see you all later, and bye bye.